my name is Hailey and I am representing the Georgia Cattle Women's Association as well as the UGA Extension with Upson and Lamar counties. And today I am going to be teaching you a beef and berries recipe. May is National Beef Month, but it's also National Strawberry Month. So this hamburger is going to take into account some beef products, so beef patty, as well as some strawberry jalapeno jam. So let's get started. For our jalapeno strawberry jam beef burgers. So we've got our ground beef patties, we've got our jalapeno strawberry jam. You can also just use strawberry jam, our buns, our mozzarella, salt and pepper to season our meat, and then a spring mix to put on it. And we're gonna cook it all, everything's gonna be stovetop, just not everybody has access to a grill, so we wanted to do everything stovetop for you. And if you do not have a glass top, then you can utilize a cast iron. I do have a glass top, so I'm choosing to not go the cast iron route just because it can make some dents into the top of that stovetop for you. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna salt and pepper our beef. So we have some local beef here. I would recommend getting local beef from any of your farmers in your area. If you don't have anybody that sells locally, which I'd be very surprised, you can actually search Georgia grown producers. You can also look on the Georgia Cattlemen's website for people locally. The reason that we are just salt and peppering is because we wanna bring out that beef taste, and we also wanna highlight this jam that we're gonna put on our burgers. So we do it on both top and bottom. We're gonna salt and pepper that, and then we are gonna transition over to the stove top to start cooking. All right, so we've got our pan nice and hot. So now we are gonna place these patties down into our pan and let them start cooking. We'll cook one side, then we'll flip them over, cook the other side. With ground beef, you do wanna make sure that it's nice and cooked all the way through. So we're gonna put our patties in here, let those cook a little bit. Whenever I'm cooking on the stove top, I do like to add butter about halfway through. So we're gonna get these nice and cooked on either side, add some butter, which adds just a little bit more, enhancing that flavor. From there, we're gonna pull them off and we're gonna assemble our burgers. So like I said, when I get about halfway through cooking them, I do like to add some butter. It just helps kind of enhance that beefy flavor. So I put that in the middle of there and just let it cook down and cook around and cook all that juice into that hamburger patty. Now while those burgers are finishing cooking on the stove top, we are going to put some of our strawberry jalapeno jam on top and bottom of our brioche bun that we have right here. If you're not a fan of jalapeno, that's okay. Most places, if you've got a local place like we do here in Thomaston with the Sweet South Strawberry Farm, they've got a strawberry jalapeno option, but they also have just a plain strawberry option. Now the biggest complaint about stovetop is that people say you can't get that crisp and that char on the outside of that patty like you would on the grill, but adding that butter helps that effect kind of come into play when you're cooking on like a flat top. Now that our burgers are cooked nice and all the way through, we're gonna add some mozzarella cheese and close the top on just so it can kind of melt down a little bit on top of those patties. All right, once our patty is done, our mozzarella is slightly melted, we're gonna add on some of our spring mix, and then close off the top, and it's time to eat. And there you have it, our burger that highlights our beef, dairy, and berry industries located in the state of Georgia.